Alright, another video again. So going back to the flower that Al sent me that day, that was also the same time that we got this chocolate. There's a lot of chocolate. My favorite chocolate, Snickers, everything Milky Way, lots of, oh my god, lots of chocolates, which is my favorite. I love eating sweets. I love candies and everything. So of course I eat them. I eat a lot of them. But I was surprised that it was on the pumpkin, like a trick or treat bucket. I was like, it's not Halloween yet, you know? It's on a bucket filled with chocolates and candies. But Jaden saw it. I don't know who gave that to us. I mean, we would always get that kind of stuff there. We would get like, we would get lumpia from Asian, Asian restaurant. Egg roll. We would get egg roll from Asian restaurant. Pastry from Kiss Cafe. And then, cards from clients. I always get cards from clients. Shirts. Heraldo love to give me t-shirts, cake on my birthday, balloons, all this cute stuff, and then plants from my clients, flowers from my clients, cards. I don't know, I just feel like they love me a lot there, the kind of stuff that they do, especially the flowers, I miss them. And then John's mom also, he loves to give me flower. John, oh my god, I forgot their the Hinaro family, Gennaro family, John Hinaro. His mom gave me flower. He works at a different bank. He worked from US Bank. His mom give me flower, and his mom always talked to me about John. I don't know, maybe he's matching me to John. I don't know, like the mom there, like even Asian mom there, they're like keeps referring me to their son. It's like, do I look like I need I look like I am in need of someone to marry? But anyway, it's a compliment though that the mom is like introducing me to to their son. It's like, it's a good sign that they like me for their sons. So John's mom is like that. He's like, showing me picture of John when he was a baby. Like, he's cute and everything. And John is just blushing. And then, like Asian mom there, they would invite me to their house. And, one lady would say, I'm gonna cook for you if you go to our house. That, my son is a dentist, my son is a doctor, like a heart, blah, 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 surgeon. Why don't, he's single and I want to introduce you to them and all that kind of stuff. And then, who else? Oh, Miss Regina, she loves giving me cards, like very sweet messages. Every Christmas she would give me Christmas card. I wish I would have brought it with me. But oh well, I'm not expecting that I'm gonna be staying here for this long. So Miss Regina, Miss Carolyn, and then Miss Angel, the one who gave me the flower base pot kind of thing, like the thing that you put your flower base under it, like a, oh, and then Yan Lu, she likes to go to China. She visits China for like 6 months and then she'll go back to the US. She has a family there in China, and then she loves giving me gifts. She gives me like the coaster, the pink coaster, the cup holder, and then the comb. It's like the pink and green. So she given me this wooden comb with the green pouch, and then like the coaster my cup coaster and everything with the infinity sign in it and everything. So Yan Lu, and then she said she's also going to give me a bird. So, you know, I have a really good relationship with my clients. They truly love me. Seriously. And then Miss Lin, she's also from China. So Miss Lin, she loves giving me postcards because she loves to travel. You know, so she's Chinese, Miss Lin. I love Miss Lin very much. She loves giving me pictures of places that she went to. One of which that's sticking out to me is the picture of the elephant. And the picture of this like ruins from I don't know where. But she loves to travel a lot. You know, I don't know. She likes me. I feel it. But I think she's already in China right now. She lives in China and everything. And then we also have we have Douglas. So um he's also an Asian. He's also a Chinese. He's an Asian. I don't know if he's a Chinese or I think he is a Chinese. He's an Asian. He's very nice to me. Like when I went to the state fair for the first time, when I attended the state fair for the first time, I walked there because the house that I'm living at, maybe I'm gonna talk to you about like when I moved to my, oh, I already posted a video of when I moved to my new house, to the new house. So the house that I'm living at is very close to the state fair. So every year there's a state fair in Minnesota. So I attended the state fair in Minnesota for the first time, like state fair and everything. Oh my goodness gracious, it's beautiful, really. So I attended the state fair. I was walking there and then dog saw me, and then, you know, he gave me a ticket. He gave me a ticket at State Fair. So I got a free ticket. He is my client at Huntington. You know, I was walking and then he saw me. I was like driving in the car and he gave me the ticket. It was like 2 tickets and I was like, I'm just by myself. So I saw this lady. I saw this lady was going to watch. So I give the other ticket as well. I mean, I don't go with her, but you know, I have a free ticket, so I give it to her. I mean, I already bought my ticket online, so I got I've given the other one, the one for free to the lady. And then the other one that I did not use, I keep it in my journal like a souvenir. So that's it. And then so that was that. And then Lilian, we have Mariam, the Somalian kids, Mariam, and then we have Lily. You know, she's so cute, she's so sweet. She's given me the, you know, the crown, the from the school project, and then she give me cards sometimes. Even the cards that her friends give to her, she gave it to me. I was like, "This from your friend, why you're giving it to me?" I don't know why these kids love to give me stuff, their stuff, and then maybe because I give them candies, that's why. And then she also gave me the unicorn stuffed toy. She wanted to get the little baby wants to get the unicorn when she went there the last time, but you know, I no longer work for Huntington. I wish I can see them again so I can give the unicorn, the stuffed animal, you know. Who else? And there's lots more, but those are the ones that I can just it's very unforgettable moment, you know. And of course, what else? And then I don't know, suddenly everything just seems so weird and unusual. Like, just like what I said earlier, something just came to the stop. Like, we would have like bulletin board. We would have bulletin board there where, oh, I forgot, Hiroshi as well. Hiroshi is like the, you know, the Japanese guy with the kids, you know, they're like drawing and doing all that kind. So we would have like this board here, like a wall, like a recognition wall where customer has freedom to write their, you know, their feedback about, you know, about us, about the service and everything. And then I remember that what the kid did, you know, Hiroshi's kids, that they drew like this stick figure, and they really made me very happy. And then strangely, there's this postcard that said, "We watch American documentary." It's like there's like this post-it note on like the recognition wall that it was written like, "You are on American documentary," or "We watch an American," I don't know, American documentary, something like that. And I was like, are we in a documentary or something here? I don't know. It was weird. But every day we're getting different clientele, so I don't know who's going into the office. I don't know who's going to the office every day. I mean, I see different faces every day, so regular customers and everything. So it's you know, I miss those times that we were so busy. I miss those times that um we have a wave of clients and customers there, you know, because we get to talk, I get to know their, you know, their story. And then by doing that, when I hear their story, I feel motivated, I feel inspired, like I get to apply it on my life, that I get hope. And at the same time, I give them my advice. It's unsolicited advice that I gave, but they love it anyway. Even though they don't ask for it, I give them my advice, my honest opinion. Like, you know, um, and like I feel like I'm a counselor there, you know, like I listen to the complaints, I listen to their story, like therapist. So it was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience until this new team arrives. You know, the new team feels like they don't have sense of humor in their bones. That they don't have that sense of, I don't know, like Madison is getting offended when we open the, you know, the comfort room if the customer needs it. I don't know why. Maybe she's thinking way ahead of the game that there might be some sort of, you know, illegal activities, which I'll give that to her. But you know, it's part of the service that we offer, that, you know, if the customer, like, you know, person who needs, you know, if they want to use our bathroom, they can. We just have to, it's very secure though. We have a very secured procedure there that we follow. So there's no way that they can do some strange activity there. Or maybe I'm way too trusting. Maybe I trust way too much. And they've been at the company for how many years? And of course, working at the bank, there's going to be, you know, robbery, all that kind of stuff. And thankful, I am very thankful that it never happened to my branch, that I've never experienced robbery. You know, maybe they're just thinking ahead of the game because they've been at the company for so many years. And she just got into our you know, to our branch, and she didn't know that we built a very strong relationship there. And I feel secured. I feel secured at the office. I feel secured at work. So that was that. And then so and then with, you know, with Madison as well, I don't know what's up with her. I don't know, she's gotten so what is the right, I mean, she does her job, but I feel like there's a lot of things that she can do. even better, you know, if she wanted to be successful, but she's okay with doing the same thing over and over again. Um, and I've noticed the change in behavior. Like the first time that I met her, until, you know, those last few months that I worked with her at Huntington, Madison suddenly felt like she's bitter. Like she feels like she is competing with me. Like she would say words like, "You're not secure, you're not beautiful." My mom said, "You're not beautiful." Like she's not saying it to me directly. She was just, I'm in my office. Madison is standing there at the corner, and then there's like my workmate. I don't know who she's saying that word to. Like she would just say the words like, "You're not beautiful." My mom said, "You're not beautiful." Um, and then what else? Um, sometimes, you know, when I'm in my office, I was taking a picture of the sunsets because in my office, I have a beautiful view of the sunset. Like it's one of the privilege and advantage that I have in my office, that I get to see the sun setting. So I would take a picture of the sun setting, right? And then take a picture of my plants and my orchids and my plants over there. I take pictures, and then Madison would just say the words, "My mom can see it." It's like, what's wrong with this girl? You know? That's just like, my mom can see it. Like, what is wrong? I mean, I didn't say that out loud, but what's wrong with this girl? You know? She would say repeating words like, "I'm the rose." Um, I'm the rose, you know. And then and she would say, "On you." And it's like, she'll say, "You're not secure. You're not secure." I was like, what is wrong with this girl? This is weird, you know? And then one time, I don't know if something happened to her or whatnot. Maybe she'd experienced something prior to that that I'm not aware of. But you know, sometimes I would see her, it's just out of it. Um, Madison, she changed completely. She seems like her personality changed. She seems like she's copying Kardashian. Like she's on the phone, like, like, "Yeah, we don't have that. Yeah, we're available. Like it's just like trying to be a valley girl, like a Californian girl, kind of, you know, like a Kardashian. Like I don't know, like suddenly changed. Like even my hand gesture that I'm doing, it's like she's copying it. Like, you know, like the thing that I like touching my, you know, my thigh sometimes. I like, you know, the way that I stand and I put my hand here and everything. Like she's copying my hand gesture and everything. Like, you know, and I don't know, she's just gotten so weird. Like she said, "I'm the rose." Okay, you're the rose. Okay, what is the rose? I just bought a shower curtain with a rose in it because I love rose. We work in Roseville branch. We work at Roseville branch, and then there's like this beautiful picture of the rose there. And then rose is the national flower of America. The national flower of America is roses. And then I work at Roseville branch, and then Madison was saying, she's the rose." Okay, you are the rose. Okay, you are the rose, I'm the rose. We're both roses. What's wrong with that? I didn't say that, of course, but I don't know why she keeps saying that. It's like she feels like I'm taking the rose away from her. I am the rose because I'm the only girl in my family, and then I'm in Roseville, so I am the, you know, that's what I meant by that. And I love rose, all that kind of stuff. And then, you know, they love to give me roses, you know, some clients would give me roses, and it's not my fault. So that's that. And then Madison would just say, You're not secure. You're not secure. Okay. Well, do I need a security then? Do I need a security? Do I need a guard? What do you mean by that? Do you think I'm not secure about myself? Do you think I'm not confident enough? What do you mean? Of course, I did not say that because maybe she is going through some personal stuff or whatever. But her personality changed a lot completely. Like, she's always taking her time off, her vacation and everything. Like, you know, she would come back and she would just act so different. Then Madison is also the girl who has the same car as me. I have my Mazda red car and she has, I don't know what the brand of his, I don't know what's the make and model of, I don't know what's the make and model of her car, but mine is the Mazda, the red Mazda car. That was my car, the red Mazda car. And then I don't know, maybe she wants to be the red all the time. Okay, you can have all the reds and you can have the reds and everything. What's wrong with you? Like, you know, I don't know what's wrong with her. I was just saying her to stand properly because she's like this. I was like, that is part of the core values. Smile, stand up properly, be secure. That's because I am, you know, I'm giving her advice. Stand up properly, you know. And then what else? So and then what else? Then we would so sometimes she would arrive early in the office, like her car is parked there, right? Sometimes she would arrive early there, and then she would stay inside her car, and then she would stay inside her car. I don't know if she's waiting for me to go to the office first. I don't know. I mean, she would stay inside her car first and then wait for me to walk until I get to the office. And if it feels very comfortable, like she's looking at my butt, you know. I just feel uncomfortable with that. Like when she would arrive at the office first and then her car is parked at the parking lot. She's there waiting at the parking lot, and then I'm there, and then I'm not the kind of person who stayed at the parking lot a lot. When I arrive at the parking lot, I would check my hair and everything, take selfies sometimes, and then go to the office. But Madison, she would stay there and then wait until I get to the until I get out of my car, walk, and then she's there inside her car, and I just feel uncomfortable that she's staring at my back. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, maybe she's my security looking after my back. I don't know. It's just weird. And then I'm just being honest. And then I was like, maybe, and then one time she arrived at the parking lot, and then I arrived at the parking lot, so both our red cars are there, right? And then I waited at the parking lot until she go first, because I don't want to go first inside the office and you're looking at me. So and I don't want to go inside the office and you're looking at me walk. So I waited. I was like in my mind, okay, you go first, then I'll watch your back too. So she was walking, right? And I was like, she was like doing this. She was like doing this, like touching the back of her butt. I was like, okay. Okay, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to look at the brand of your jeans? Like, so that was just that. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with this girl. Like, and then she was just saying that she would keep saying words like, help yourself. I can't help you if you can't help yourself. I was like, what? I was in my mind, what? What's wrong with you? I mean, I didn't say that, but that was just in my mind. Because I was just giving her that kind of courtesy that, okay, she's younger than me. Maybe her POV, her point of view is a lot different than me, you know. But I've given her respect knowing that she's been at the company more than I am. So she was like, you know, that kind of stuff, you know. And then what else? That was so funny though. It was very funny because I felt like she was very, I don't know, it's like she's looking at me all the time, like my clothes, my jewelry, like she's looking at my jewelry intently, like she's making sure that it's gold. Like it looks like she's checking is like what carat is my jewelry and everything. I mean it. Seriously. Like she's looking at my, you know, my stuff, my purse, the way that I wear my shoes and everything. Like that's not how you acted when I first met you. Why are you suddenly spotting me and checking me like you're my fashion advisor and everything? I mean, she didn't say that, but I felt like she's jealous and insecure of me. And she's checking my stuff and everything. And then what else? And then whenever we would go to, whenever we're about to close the branch, you know, Madison would like, you know, I was like showing me this attitude like, what is wrong with you, you know? It's like she's showing up tantrums and everything. I mean, I'm not perfect, you know. There would be times that I was like, I'm not on my best behavior, but this girl's just showing it to me that, you know, she's showing tantrums on me. Like she would, you know, walk, leave the company after working hours and leave it, you know, and then go to her car, wait there, wait until I leave. Like, okay, are you making sure that I was like, are you my security guard or something? Like she would wait there. She would wait there in her car, you know, until I leave, or I don't know what she's up to. And then I would go to a different direction. Like this is the parking lot, right? This is the parking lot. This is the parking lot. And then this is the parking lot. This is the road going to where I live. And there's a stop sign here. And there's also another way here. So this is my car, this is her car. This is where I'm going to my home. And then there's also another way here. And then here, there's also like an intersection. There's a stop sign where I go there and she go here. So you know what she would do? She would go to the other way. I would go to the other way. And then at the stop sign would stop. And then she would cut me. She loves cutting me at the stop sign, at the signal, at the, you know, traffic sign and everything. So she loves cutting me on the road. I was like, what's wrong with you? You know? I don't know if she's, you know, if she is challenging me, if she's taunting me, but I never expected that behavior from her, you know. It's like she would cut me in the middle of the road. Like I would do this and then she'll do that, you know. I mean, there's a traffic sign and everything, but we're both the same red car, so oh well. And then what else? Oh, she would, and guess what, you know, like whatever, sometimes there are words that she is saying at work, and then when I get home I would hear that from my neighbor. It's like I'm surprised that my neighbor is repeating the words that we are talking at the bank, like the words saying that you're not secure, what else, all those kind of words that, you know, I heard my workmates say and Madison say. I felt like my neighbors are saying that and repeatedly saying it. I was like, what? What? Like, these are the conversation that we have at the bank. And then my neighbor at my new house is also saying it over and over again. Like, it's like a broken record. You know, like, why are you saying that word? Maybe I really need a security guard because they said I'm not secured. Maybe they think that there's something that needs to be secured, you know? I don't know. And then another thing that Madison said is one time she said this word. She said, "You are the queen and I'm the boss." I mean, she didn't say it again directly on my face, but she said, "You're the queen, I'm the boss." I was like, okay. Okay. I'm like, huh? How did I become a queen? How did I become a queen? And then you're the boss? What? Like, I think she's really going through something. I think she's going through a lot. I think she's going through something that maybe I'm not aware of. May pinagdadaanan siguro siya. Sa loob-loob ko lang, I think she's going through something. I think may pinagdadaanan tong babaeng to. Queen? Paano ako naging queen? Naloka talaga kay ate girl. So she said, "You're the queen, I'm the boss." Like, huh? So anyway, so that's that. So what else? And then she always say this word like, "You can have it, you can have it." What will I have? And she would say, "You can have it." Like, what will I have? I didn't say that, but I was like, just tell me what will I have? Because she keeps saying, "You can have it." Okay, I want to have it, but let me know what is it that I need to have. You know, we're not talking like that, but she just keeps saying those words like, "Yeah, you can have it. You can have it." Okay, I will have it. Just tell me what is it. Because if it's a negative thing or it's a bomb, no thank you. So that was that. So it was just so funny because we're like, I don't know, it's like very petty, very simple, you know. I don't know what's up with Madison. I don't know why she's acting that way. And then plus this guy that I'm dating at that time, Al, I don't know what's wrong with Al as well that time. Like, okay, I'm gonna record another video.